Dig it.
It's a 1-hour yoga special here on R.age.
First up, Bryan gets into awkward positions with model actress Jaymee Ong.
In part 2, Christina checks out all the unusual places one can get bending and stretching.
All this on today's R.age.
Breathe, stretch, shake, let it go. Breathe, stretch, shake, let it go. Wait, please. That's I like this one. $10 for real, bad boy. Stretch, shake, let it go. Breathe, stretch, shake, let it go. Some days I make thousands, some days I make millions. Spend my days feeling cool.
Hello!
Hi everybody! It's a 1-hour special of R.age. It's all about yoga. My name is Bryan.
And I'm Christina, and in the pursuit of news and entertainment, we have put our bodies at risk just for you guys.
That is right. Now, most of you guys will know Jaymee Ong as the tough host on the Contender Asia. She was like the rose among the thorns. So I hope that the big guys don't come after me after I call them thorns. Anyway, I recently talked to the model actress about her new role as a yoga instructor. Now let's get stretching. What's up guys, Bryan is Razy TV and I'm here at True Yoga and I have with me the beautiful and the very disciplined Jaymee Ong. How do you like that for introduction?
I know, I was like, well for the most part I'm disciplined.
Yeah. Pretty disciplined, come on, you're known to be very active. You were telling me you did kickboxing, you've been doing yoga for quite some time.
Yes.
And now you're an instructor.
Yes.
Okay, so how long have you been doing yoga?
I've been practicing personally for 11 years. I'd always been really, really active and I was a really sporty person, I was a really competitive person. And I moved to Los Angeles and I was running a lot. I was, always along the beach, jogging and doing this and that and going to the gym and lifting weights. And actually it was my boyfriend at the time. He said, why don't you try yoga? And I was like, oh, that's so LA. That's so like, oh yeah, I do yoga. And I was like, no, that's boring. Like, just come to a class. And I was like, okay, sure, I'll go. And I tell you what, after an hour, I was just sweat pouring off me. I was like, that's really hard. Yeah. Oh my gosh. And I was like, this is great. This is really challenging. This is unlike anything I've ever done before. And I started going sort of once a week, and then it was twice a week, and then it was 3 times a week. And I got certified last year in April, mid-April.
How does one get certified?
Basically, I mean, anybody can. It's just a really intense course. It's 200 hours, so I was going, Monday to Friday, 6 hours a day. And you basically learn the history of yoga, the principles of yoga. You learn every single system in your body, from the skeletal to the cardiovascular, muscular system, endocrine system, like all that stuff. And then you do your exam. Actually, there was sort of 5 components to mine, and I got an A+.
Okay,
so it was like going back to school for me.
Wait, how exactly does one get graded on yoga? Like how flexible you are, the different positions you can do?
No, it's not just that. I mean, basically we got a theory exam, so that was one component. We did a practical exam to see how well you were able to do the postures. We did a teaching exam. We also had to do like a yoga project. So we had to basically, for instance, my project was try and come up with a yoga class for somebody who has heart problems.
Okay.
Who doesn't have a healthy heart, and so you have to research that, and how are you going to put together something for somebody who has a certain type of condition, and then apply what you've learned to that, because you can't sort of say, oh, well, I'm just going to teach this and everybody can do it, because maybe they can't, you know.
Like when you want to be a yoga instructor, where do you go? Do you go in Singapore or do you go to India?
No. I went here in Singapore.
Okay.
And he's Indian, though. My master was Indian. And I just sort of searched around online to see what the different schools were like. And went and visited some, and then found him and really liked him, and did it that way.
Yeah. A master is called a yogi, if I'm not mistaken, right? Or is it a yogi?
No, it's yogi.
It's yogi, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, yogi. And it's the female is yogini?
Is it?
Is it?
I don't know.
I was searching on internet and I was like...
oh, really?
Yeah, yogi is like a neutral gender, but yogini is just for female. So,
never knew.
Yeah. Oh, you learn something new every day.
Oh, well, I just did.
Are you considered as a yogini, or are you not a master yet? How does it work?
No, I mean I'm a certified instructor.
Okay.
It's kind of I wouldn't call. I mean I know my stuff.
Yeah, of course.
But I'm not really sort of up there in guru land or anything yet.
Grandmaster of yoga.
No, I still definitely have my mentors and stuff like that who I look to for guidance and stuff when because for me, I mean, it's just sort of a journey where you're always learning. And even my yoga master did say that. He said, I still learn every day, and I've been doing it for, you know, so many years and practice with people all over the world, and you're just constantly evolving and learning.
Okay, some people don't want to join or take up yoga because they think it's too spiritual and sort of like it impedes on their own belief system. How true or how wrong is that?
Yeah, no, I've read some of the articles that have sort of come up about that, and you know, true yoga doesn't implement any religious beliefs or anything in any of their classes at all. I mean, it's definitely for fitness. And it's just a really good overall practice. So I don't really introduce any religious elements into my personal practice either, or to any of my classes. But I do think that yoga essentially means the union between the mind and body. So to me, that's more sort of a spiritual thing, not necessarily a religious thing. I find, and so many other people who I've encountered while I've been doing yoga, I mean, more than anything, they just say how great they feel. I mean, emotionally and physically. You know, it keeps them grounded, it helps them stay focused, helps them stay calm in everyday situations. So
it's sort of like balance, right?
Well, yeah, that's basically what yoga means. Yoga means the union or balance. So to me, I don't really see it that way. You know, you really do focus a lot on the breath, and actually the yogis who have been around for years and years and years, I mean, a lot of them, the actual physical practice of it is sort of taken over by pranayama, which is breathing. So they practice a lot more breathing techniques. So, so for me, yeah, yoga's just all about that. I mean, in this world, day to day, I mean, people are like checking emails and their Blackberries and they're doing this and they're doing that. And for me, this is just sort of my time to let all of that go and stop the chitter-chatter that's constantly going on, and just breathe and get in touch with my body.
What do you say to people men who say that yoga is a girl's thing, you know? It's like Pilates and step aerobics, you know, in the 80s and the 90s?
Well, because I think it's always been associated, you know, that men pump iron and they hit the gym and they do this, and, you know, this is all very zen and tranquil, but I think that's crap. Like, I think that's just, I don't know, to me, well, that's just a stereotype, and I think that's, you know, women go and pump iron as well, and, you know, men do come and do yoga. And it's funny because the classes that I used to go to in Los Angeles, we used to get a lot of, like, NFL players and a lot of top athletes who their physios had said, you need to go to yoga. And they were big guys and they were cut, and they'd be there, go, ugh, and they couldn't do it. And you could see the frustration, like, how can this be possible? Like, I'm really strong and I'm really fit and I can't do this. And because it just works your body in a different way.